today I will be sharing with you 4 super cute projects that I made this week. Still fall themed because it's still fall. I honestly don't really celebrate Halloween, so I probably won't be doing much on the Halloween front, but I will be super all fall-y until the fall season is done. Now, before I get started with my video, I do have some things that I need to tell you about, some announcements. If you don't care about my announcements and you just want to get straight to the pictures that you saw in my thumbnail and how I made those, I really don't mind. The timestamp will be in the description box down below of when I actually started the DIYs. But if you do care to hear about what I have to say, because you know you're my friend and you care about what I have to say, then great. Stay tuned. Okay, so basically I have a few things to announce. One, I got a job. Yay! But what that means is that Sundays probably are not going to work, unfortunately, for posting, because that means now I'm going to be needing my weekends to actually film and do a lot of the editing. So it'll be maybe on Monday, maybe on Tuesday, maybe on Thursday, maybe on Friday. I'm not really too sure when in the week I'll be able to post, but I will promise that I will post every single week. That is definitely something I can still commit to. So that means that you're gonna have to subscribe. So sorry everybody, but thank you also at the same time for subscribing, because I don't know what day I'm going to be posting. I'm just a real human with real expectations here, and I know that I will not be able to fit the bill of Sundays. Okay, next. There has been an aspect to my channel that I was really scared to, I guess, bring out to you guys, that I was wanting to take my time to give to you guys, but I'm thinking, this is my channel, I'm just gonna go all out and do everything that I want to do, because this is my only place to express myself. So I've always wanted to be as positive as I possibly can and bring as much positivity and love and happiness into the world. So with that being said, I decided that some of my videos are going to be about self-love, self-care, just about motivation in general, because those are things that I want to share with you guys. Also, I'm going to be doing some product reviews because my apartment is still pretty well empty. So I'm going to be buying a lot of things like couches and stuff like that, or a couch, I guess, and things like that, that maybe you'll want to know if the product is actually good or not good. I obviously don't know how to DIY a couch. I would if I could, but I don't know how to. So I'm thinking of adding product reviews on here, as well as, yeah, just chit chats, everyday life, maybe do some videos more on the vlog side, go plant shopping with you guys, do clothing hauls with you guys, but mostly on the DIY side still, because it's something I'm still very passionate about. Anyway, so that was pretty much all that I had to say. Let me just get into these 4 projects. Stay tuned.
Okay, so for this first project, I'm super excited about it because it's so simple, something that we probably have all done before, but I thought of it in a new elevated way. So I found a maple leaf on the ground outside by the beach, and I got this picture frame from Dollarama for $1.25, I want to say. I'm going to take some Mod Podge and just apply it directly to the actual leaf. And we're just going to stick it down, put some books on it, and let it sit for a few days. I just think this project is so cute because it's definitely something that we've all done before, but it's just a little more elevated because you're not having anything in the background. We're just going to have the exposed glass with the frame, and because I have white walls, I think that it will just really pop. I saw this on Pinterest a couple of times and I just thought it was so cute. So oh, also, there is another way you can make this project. You can just buy 2 picture frames and then take the glass from the 2 picture frames, Mod Podge the actual leaf itself, let it dry completely, and then just press it in between the frames. That is a lot faster because it only takes about 20 minutes for the Mod Podge to dry on the leaves. But I just wanted to do it with spending the least amount of money. This works just as well. So yeah, up to you, however you want to do this project. And look how cute this turned out. I mean, I can't even believe it. This just looks so elevated to something that we all know. I think it looks amazing. It definitely captures fall completely, which I just love, and it just takes a leaf on the ground to a whole new level. All right, so for project number 2, I am excited to do our fall DIY candle. These candles I got in a pack of 10 from actually London Drugs, but they were all $1 each, which is why I included it in my dollar store DIY. You could totally get this exact type of candle from the Dollar Tree or Dollarama. I'm using also some rope that I had from that project, the Notorious project, that did not work well. I'm just going to be taking some super glue that I got from Dollarama and my hot glue gun and just pressing the candles together to make it taller, because I want to have a little bit of height with this candle. The one thing that I really like about hot glue gun glue is that it dries so quickly or cools down so quickly, so there's really no wait time with this project. Now we're just going to be taking the rope, and I'm just going to be gluing the rope in circles starting from the bottom, going about 3/4 of the way up so that the candle doesn't get too hot around the actual rope, and just kind of gluing it every once in a while just to make sure that it is nice and secure. One thing that I did really also want to note is you really want to make sure that you're pushing the rope together, as you can see that I'm doing here, because unless you want to clean out the candle or if you want the light to be shining through the candle, then don't worry about it. But I did it just so it was one full cohesive look, and so that you wouldn't know that it was actually just an empty candle turned upside down. One thing I do want to note, especially when you're getting to the end, you really want to make sure that you're really pressing down and gluing down the glue for that last piece, because you want it to look like it just seamlessly stops, not a big lump at the end. All right, so project number 3 is also a super quick and easy project. I am just taking some planters that I got from Dollarama. I did see some people found some at the Dollar Tree, which probably would have been cheaper. I just couldn't find any at my local Dollar Tree. Anyways, I just took some, again, hot glue gun and some super glue, and just super glue / hot glue gun them together to make a one shelf. Now I found, especially if you can see my floors there, that the shelf would be a little bit too light. So I wanted to give it a little more color, but I actually didn't have any wood stain on me at all, and I didn't have time to go to the store to get some. So I did some researching and I found out that you can use coffee. So I thought, why not try it? That's super cool. We can be all natural over here and get the job done without having to go back to the store or spend extra money. So here I am, just dipping my cloth in the coffee and just wiping it on there. I have to do this about 4 or 5 times for when it to dry to get the actual result that you're seeing right now. But once we're done, it looks really awesome. Alright, so this is our last project. I would definitely say this was the biggest project I did for this video. So all you're going to really use is this wreath thing that I got from the Dollar Tree. I got some jute rope from Dollarama. You could probably find it at the Dollar Tree, but mine, it just is not the best. I didn't have it. And some pine cones. So we're just going to take the jute rope, and I would say about half of the length of, I guess the length of one of your arms, and then fold it in half. you're just going to then take that little loop part, bend it over the actual wreath, and then pull the 2 strings through, and it creates this little knot that kind of holds everything all together. I think this is kind of the same knot that they use for macrame, but honestly I really don't know. So I used about 2 packages of jute rope worth of string, and again, it really depends on how long you want yours to be. Mine, again, were just about the length of from 1 full arm folded in half, and I ended up thinking that was too long in the long run anyway, so I probably could have just used less. I'm just going to work these pieces onto the wreath on both sides as much as I feel like I want to. We are going to be kind of fluffing everything out, so it's going to be a lot more full looking in the long run. So it really just depends again on how big you want your project to look. Now I'm just taking the edges and just kind of cutting where I feel like I need to cut them. I thought this way it would be a lot faster for me to take out all of the string. So I started by just combing it out, and honestly that was probably the worst decision ever because it was taking a really long time, as you can see here. So I just decided to actually go and untwist it by myself. That was a lot faster. I want to say combing it I spent almost 20 minutes and I only got a quarter way through. I spent about 10 and I got all of these sorted through. I did also see someone else use kind of like a mop to do this project, but I was just using the stuff that I had lying around my house. So now it looks like I took out my braids out of a weave. All you girls that have had a weave before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I just took that comb and combed it out from the bottom to the top. Now we're just adding the little pine cones on there, which they're so cute. They look like little mini roses, which is why I was so drawn to them. So I'm just going to place them all the way around and then all the way up onto the wreath as well. And that's most of the project done. Now you could stop here if you want to, because it is super cute, but I wanted to add a little bit of pizzazz, you know how I do. So I took these lights. Now I did actually see these lights. You could get a pack of the 20 lights on the string from Dollarama, but I had these again just lying around my house. I did just use tape and kind of fold it back and forth along the wreath. I'm using tape because I use these for a lot of projects and to kind of put in a lot of different things. And here it is on the wall and all of our projects all together. I actually used everything that we made to create a really super cute front entryway. I love it. It's so fall, it's pretty minimal, and it's just so cute. I'm just so in love. I'm so excited with how this turned out.
For my super cute entryway that I made just off of all dollar store items, which I think is so bomb. Like making actual things out of not much money. I'm so down for that. I don't know about you guys, but that's something I am totally into. Anyway, so if you have any ideas for me of things you want me to make, any ideas of things you want me to talk about, any topics you want me to touch upon, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about these projects and let me know how your week is going. And the one thing that I want to bring with you guys throughout the week is to trust your intuition and make wise decisions, because you are wise, honey, and you know how to make the right decision. Have a great week, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.